Hello everybody, thank you for joining me this Saturday. I thought this morning I'll share with you one of my all-time favourites, and it's my flapjack recipe. And the reason why I want to share with you today is because it's the first day of spring. And I don't know about you, but I love to get out into the garden. And this flapjack recipe is absolutely perfect to make, keep in a tin, and when you sort of have a little break from your gardening or doing your chores outside, it is so nice with a lovely cup of tea or a nice coffee in my case. And you know, it's quite satisfying. So really easy recipe. So let me crack on and tell you what I've got in my bowl this morning. So here we have it. This is the startings of my flapjack. So basically 140 grams of plain flour. Now you can use a wholemeal flour in this if you want to sort of have that more nuttier taste. Really good in this particular recipe. And then I've got 300 grams of oats, and they're mixed oats, so you can use large rolled oats, and you can also use a combination of like what I'd call pin oats that you'd use for your porridge. And then, because I'm rather naughty, I've got 300 grams of chocolate chips in there, as well as 200 grams of sugar. Now, a lot of people think that flapjacks are healthy because they've got oats in them. I've got to be truthful and say they're really not, but they're very delicious all the same. So that's the dry ingredients. We're going to make it today in this tray here, and this is like a roasting tray actually. It's quite deep, and I've lined it with some Bako Glide. If you haven't got Bako Glide, you can just line it with some greaseproof paper. I'm just going to pop that to the side a minute, because behind me I've got some other ingredients inside my pan. So let me grab my oven gloves, because actually it's hot. I'm just take the lid off, and you can see in here I've got my melted butter, and my sugar is actually in my pan. I lied to you, it's not in my it's not in my bowl. It's just sat in the simmering oven with 250 grams of butter. That's quite a lot of butter, isn't it? But as I said, this is really delicious. And I've just let it melt away, and it's just now all mixed together, and it smells naughty, put it that way. So I'm just going to pop it there. And to that I'm going to add some golden syrup. I'm going to add about 5 tablespoons. So pennies measured. There we go, count to 5. Do you like my measures, everybody? Yeah, big thumbs up if you like my measures. Okay, I'm going to pop this all now into those dry ingredients. Let's pop that in there. Lovely. Okay, just pop that to the side. And now let's get mixing. Love a Saturday bake. So here we are. So I'll run through the ingredients again as I'm mixing it up. So we've got 300 grams of oats. That's a combination of large rolled oats and the little pin oats. We have 140 grams of flour. We now have a pinch of salt in there as well. And then to melt, 200 grams of light muscovado sugar, and you have 250 grams of your butter. And I like to use a nice farmhouse butter, and I like to use an unsalted one, okay? And then 300 grams of chocolate chips, which have now melted into the mixture. Okay, very quick, very easy. So take your tin, and remember we've lined that, and then the whole thing just goes into your tin. And what I love about this recipe is if you wanted to prepare it and then cook it later, that's absolutely fine, you can do that. So Easter is on its way, and I thought adding a little bit of chocolate to it would just be delicious. And you know what I've done in the past? I've actually bought those little, you know, those little mini eggs with the hard shells. I've crushed those up and popped those in as well, and made like an Easter flapjack. Really good. And of course the kids are breaking up. They've just gone back to school, haven't they? It's quite amusing. But anyway, they're breaking up for Easter. So this quick and easy recipe is a great one to get the kids involved, most definitely. And it's great for those snacks when they're starving at 11 o'clock in the morning, even though they had breakfast at 9:30. Oh, they don't change now. Mine are getting older now and still don't change, bless them. Annabelle comes home from school every day and says, what's for snack, Mum? What you got? Fancy something sweet? Anyway, here we have it. Let me bring it over and show you. There it is in the tin. So that's ready to bake now. And I'm going to actually bake it in my Arga baking oven. Second set of runners from the top. It'll take between 25 and 35 minutes, depending on your Arga. All right. If you're using conventional cooker, you want a 190, 25 minutes, and it will be done. So enjoy making my flapjacks, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.